Welcome back, welcome back. Today, I wanted to talk about changes. This weekend is always very reflective for me. You know how you get used to seeing what you see in the mirror, right? So I am used to looking in the mirror. I don't even see my tattoos anymore. I don't even see them. Once in a while, I'll catch a reflection of myself in a store or something and be like, oh! But we get used to what we see. So although I know how I am and I know what I'm doing and I know that I'm bossing my life, as I hope all of you ladies and gentlemen are, this weekend here is always reflective to me, and I'll explain to you why. Today, my son turns 14 years old. So that means for me, and if any of you know me personally, you know this already, 14 years and 9 months ago, I stopped drinking. I'm still 6 years out to match the time frame that I did drink. And when I tell you I drank, I mean I drank. I started drinking at 13, and I never stopped until we decided to have a baby, and I knew that at that, okay, well, I'm going to grow a kid inside me, I'm going to put the bottle away for a little bit. Well, that led into 9 months pregnant with him. I had him. I started pumping breast milk immediately. 6 months later, I got pregnant with my daughter. Then I was pregnant with her and still pumping breast milk till my OB told me to be one or the other. So she said, just be pregnant for now. So I stopped that. And then, had Kiera and nursed her until the day she turned 2. That led me into sobriety that I never knew that I would have. My good friend from the military, Pat, and I, we used to laugh and say that we'd be old together sitting on rocking chairs out on a porch somewhere, just drinking our drinks and sipping our booze and all. And thank God that's not what happened. Changes. Sometimes you can be involved with something and you might not even know it's bad. But I challenge you all to look at your life, go through your day, find where there are times that you are maybe doing something that's counterproductive to your goals. So list your goals. If your goals are to lose 5, 10, 15, 20 pounds, okay, if your goals are to start eating healthier, if your goals are to start moving more, if your goals are to start saving money, list your goals out and then look through your day and ask yourself, at this point in my day where I'm absolutely doing nothing productive, what could I be doing? So if you can't get to the gym in the morning like I do at 2:30 in the morning, for whatever reason, then in the evening, if you find that after dinner you're flopped down on the couch doing nothing, I mean, how much more TV and movies can we shove into our brain at this point in our lives? You can go right into your living floor and do push-ups. I have my kids do push-ups with me all the time. They try, bless their hearts, it's funny. But we'll knock out some push-ups, we'll do tons of sit-ups, I have some ladies on the pages that I'm at, and even on my fitness page, they'll ask me, how do you get your stomach like that? And I tell them, honestly, it's proper nutrition and a lot of ab work. A lot of ab work. I mean, your core is what holds you up, that and your back. And if your core is weak, I kind of think it makes you feel like everything else, even if you have like a good tone of your shoulders, ladies, or you have nice thick thighs or whatever, I think a weak stomach is, especially for women, it's our weak spot. Every woman is always like, your stomach, how do you get it like that? Now, I don't know if you guys know or not, but at 20, I think I did a video and I mentioned that when I was 26 years old, I had to have an emergency surgery, and they basically cut me, feel the top of my scar. Top of my scar is here, and the bottom's right there. So they cut me all the way through there, through my belly button, everything, pulled me over. Not to be graphic, right? But they did. I was 26 years old, and I thought in the hospital after that, I was like, I'm never even going to be able to sit up. I told my mother, she came from Virginia down to Mississippi to be with me, and I said, I'm done. Of course, I healed. I was in the hospital 11 days. I healed up. I proceeded to go on, and about not quite 10 years after that, so 26 to 30, I had Cage at 34 and Kiki at 35. So just a little over a decade after that, I had 2 back-to-back cesareans. My son was Frank breech, so I couldn't have him naturally, and then I got pregnant with Kiki so soon after that that doctor did not want me to try to push her out because I wasn't even healed yet from the cesareans. I've had my right hip replaced. So I've had to change and do things for my body to get the results I want. So again, if you seem like you can't carve time out, look at your schedule. Where could you fit in 1 hour out of your day, maybe 45 minutes out of your day to get a workout in, whether it's a walk through your neighborhood, when no one else is awake, after dinner. I mean, walking before bed is probably one of the most amazing things you can do for your body. It helps your digestion with your dinner. You make, whether you walk by yourself or not, like my children and I walk, we walk up to the state park here. And it's so funny because they're young teenagers now, and we talk about the most crazy stuff and laugh, and we just have a blast. So you can invigorate relationships in your family. You can invigorate time with yourself. If you go by yourself, like when I go to the gym, it's just me there, and I love it. There's nothing better than an empty iron paradise. Sometimes there's people there, but it's rare, and that's my me time. So I want you ladies and gentlemen to figure out, if there's something in your life, if there's a place that feels like it's stagnant and it's shouting out to you, change this, this can be better. If you've got goals, look at your schedule, look at your lifestyle, and ask yourself, what is it that I'm doing that's not letting me get there? Am I working hard enough? I mean, be honest with yourself. Are you working hard enough in the gym? Are you just going in there and going through the motions? But I just want to challenge you guys. Scrutinize your life. Go through your day. Okay, what time do I get up? Am I getting enough hours of sleep? I will tell you that this weekend, Friday night, I slept from 11 o'clock at night till 8 o'clock next morning. I haven't gotten sleep like that in well over, you don't even know how long, 6 months, a year maybe. And I don't allow myself, I go to bed at 8:30, I get up at 1:50. It works for me. Scrutinize your life. Ask yourself honest questions. Can I change this here? Can I do better here? Am I slacking? I'm only in the gym 1.5 days a week too. And what are my excuses when I'm not doing it? I just don't feel like it. I'm just tired, or, this person needs me, or that person needs me. If it's not something that's crucial, take time for yourself. It may be time to let the people in your life know that, if you're watching this and you're 25, 55, 65, doesn't matter. People need to know in an unselfish way that you need to look out for yourself, because you're going to be better for everybody and everything else when you're better to yourself. In this day and time, we're getting pulled and pushed in all different directions and time frame and schedules and whatnot. But carving out that time for yourself is key, and it's most important. The change that occurred in me when I stopped drinking, again, now I'm 14 years and 9 months sober. And I look at my face and I know your birthdays are coming and all, but I cannot imagine what I would look like if I had, an extra 15 years of drinking under my belt. That is scary to me. I just am so grateful that I gave that lifestyle up, because it's not like I drank for a year or two. 20 years. 20 years of hardcore partying, hardcore. And it's over, and it's been over. And it is, to cleanse my body of something like that is absolutely fantastic. I mean, if you smoke, you might want to consider stopping. If you have some kind of, carb addiction, some kind of thing that you want this from the gym, you want this from your workout routine, but you're never seeing results, you need to scrutinize your life and figure out what is going on and what is stopping you from reaching your goals. Because 9 times out of 10, it's not anyone else's fault. I would say 10 times out of 10, it's no one else's fault. We can say, I have personal people in my life say, well, I was a decent weight till, I got married, and then my husband and I just became eating buddies, and now I'm all, this and that. Whose fault is that? I mean, they used to say, the mean things when I was growing up was you need to do some more push-aways, and somebody would say, what's that? You push away from the table. I did a segment years ago on a PowerPoint that I did, and I titled it, one of the parts in it, I titled Forks or Knives Over Forks. And so as I went into that, basically what it was saying is that people are choosing knives, surgical knives and scalpels, over forks these days. So instead of knocking down their addiction and dealing with certain things and changing their nutrition, they would rather have surgery. They would rather be, have gastric bypass, or cut into this or cut into that, or even going through the terrible things that people go through because of excessive weight or, type 2 diabetes. So again, I am no angel. I never claimed to be an angel. I never claimed to have the monopoly on anything that's health and fitness or anything like that. This is just my journey, and it has been a crazy, wild, rough road. Now, I started lifting weights. I fell in love with the gym at 30 years old. So for 3 years, I was still drinking. I can remember many Saturday mornings being in the gym and could smell my own breath of the liquor that I drank the night before. And, I was young and I was just doing me. I wasn't a mom. I wasn't married. It didn't really matter to me. When I look back at those pictures, though, I should insert one here. Even though I'm not heavy and I have some muscles in those pictures, there is a puff, like a poofiness about me everywhere. Like you can't see the definition in those pictures. That alcohol keeps that extra, the sugar and the carbs that are in it, it settles all over your skin. So on the layer, right underneath the layer of your skin, there's this puff. Maybe if you're a drinker, you might know what I'm talking about. But again, assess your life, scrutinize it, and look at it hard, and be honest with yourself. If you find that after dinner every night you're snacking on desserts and cookies and whatnot that you have in the house, if you want to keep them in the house, then that's even something more strong that you're going to have to work at. Keep them in the house for your kids. I know my kids have certain things and like that, but I don't mess with it. I know better. I got to get up so early that if I try to eat like that and then go to sleep, that's just no brainer at all. And food hangovers. Let's talk about those for a second. Have you ever had a food hangover? Ugh. I used to tell people, you wake up and you feel like you literally have 2 red bricks in your tummy. That is the worst feeling ever. Choose wisely. I always say that. Make sure that you are making the right choices for your goals. Drink your water. Do what you're supposed to do. Move your body. Get hard on yourself. No one else is going to do it for you. You can pay a trainer to drag you around the gym, but guess what? That's an hour out of your 24-hour day. What are you doing for those other 23 hours? So I just want to, inspire everyone. Abdominal surgery, 2-time back-to-back cesarean, right hip replacement, prior heavy drinker. You can do anything you want to do. You have got to put your mind to it, and then your feet have to follow. So all of this has to be in full order. You have to have a mind about it. It doesn't matter what your body tries to tell you that day. If you've got something, if you're sick or you have some severe pain, please listen to that. But basically on the up and up, don't let your body tell you, I don't feel like it today. Because the best workout that you can get in is the one that you didn't think you were going to do. Again, leave comments, please. Share with me anything you guys want to ask, anything you guys want to say. I have nothing but love for y'all. If you are trying to do this, I wish you the very best. Feel free to contact me. Just go for the gusto. Live your best life. Get out there and do it, because this is the only body you have to carry you through this life. I wish you all the best of luck, and I will see you soon.